Sometimes you watch a movie with no expectations and end up enjoying it. That's what happened with the movie Drive. I'll be honest, I had a hard time deciding whether or not to watch it. There's only one thing I have to say about this movie. The main character, Park Jo-yeon. Park Jo-yeon made a strong impression with the Netflix drama Human Class. Since then, she hasn't been as recognized and successful as she thought she would be. In that situation, she had a big burden of being the sole lead in a movie that wasn't a drama. And the nature of the movie required a female lead instead of a male lead. I don't think there were many female actresses in their 20s. That would have been suitable, because there has to be a certain sense of strength when looking at the role. I think I became the lead actress because the conditions were right. I think Park Jo-yeon is definitely going to be a leading actress if this movie is successful. In the beginning of the movie, it's fun to watch someone grow up. And even though I know it's a movie, I'm following Han Yoona, who is played by Park Jo-yeon. Even though I know it's a story, I'm watching her grow up. They say that subscribers who watch YouTube grow from the beginning are very proud of their channel. And they feel like they raised it. Han Yuri uploaded a video to YouTube, and at the beginning, no one watched it, so it didn't get any views for a few days. Then I accidentally made kimchi jjigae, and it blew up. I made it myself, and ate it very tasty. I didn't turn off the record button, and it exposed me to speak honestly. The honesty of swearing and saying it was too tasteless became popular. After that, the vlog grew and grew and grew into hundreds of thousands of YouTubes. And I got a contract with a company, and now I'm a professional YouTuber. So I lost the innocence that I had at the beginning of doing YouTubes, and it became more about how to make more money. Subscribers are just numbers now, and it's all about how many subscribers I can get to watch my videos. And I was even planning to sneak off to another company with a huge contract. One day, I dozed off in the car and it happened. When she woke up, she was in her car. It's in the trunk of her car, and it's messy because there's a lot of stuff in there. But it's all cleaned up and she's there. At first, she doesn't know where she is, but then she sees a golf ball with her name on it and she realizes. At this point, she gets a mysterious phone call. It's not a smartphone, it's a folder phone, and it's a guy who says he's kidnapped her and wants $1 billion. It's a symbolic enough amount of money, and later on, we learn why it's 1 billion she has to make 1 billion. Yoona has 350 million won in down payment from her current company. And she's given a mission to make 650 million won in 1 hour via YouTube Live. At first, people think it's a joke, because it doesn't make sense for her to go live because she's been kidnapped. Park spends most of her time performing in the trunk of a car. He has to perform in a very small space, and they built a set. Even if it was a set, it must have been very difficult to shoot in such a small space. Moreover, since he is acting in the trunk, there is no eye contact with other actors or anything like that. I think it's amazing that Park Jo-yeon leads the movie by himself. She has to move around in the trunk by herself. It's a live performance while looking directly at the screen. In addition, when the kidnapper calls you, you have to talk on the phone. And you have to act in a small space practically by yourself. I think it wouldn't be fun if Park Jo-yeon's acting wasn't convincing. She swears a lot since her Human Class, so you can say that she's good at acting in closed and tense moments. At the beginning, the subscribers think it's a prank. But the kidnapper himself participates in it and makes them realize it's real. He actually shoots the super chat himself and tells Yoona to reveal the truth that she has. And the more she does, the more people will help her. That's how he makes money. He even calls the police station himself and asks them to save her. It's a very simple structure, so I was curious to see how it would wrap up and end. A lot of these movies don't wrap up properly, so they fall flat. I actually enjoyed the ending. Unlike me, a lot of the reviews so far have been less than favorable. In recent Korean movies, there have been a lot of low-budget films about influencers. I can't help but feel that they go too predictable, but it's all about how suspenseful you can be. The movie Drive is 90 minutes long and shows you just what you need to see. I like the fact that it keeps you on the edge of your seat, even though it's not without its flaws. Except for the fact that it tries to put a moral at the end, but I enjoyed it, unlike other people's reviews.